Introduction to Operating System. An operating system, OS, is crucial software that manages a computer's hardware and other software. It serves as a bridge between the user, apps, and hardware, ensuring smooth functioning. Without it, the computer can't run programs or access files and devices. Key functions of an operating system. Resource management manages system resources like CPU, memory, and devices. Process management handles process execution, multitasking, and scheduling. Memory management allocates and monitors memory use and swaps inactive data between memory and storage. File system management organizes and controls access to files and data on storage. Device management manages communication with input-output devices like printers and monitors. Security enforces user authentication and permissions to protect the system from unauthorized access. Types of operating systems: single-user OS, designed for one user at a time. Multi-user OS allows multiple users to use system resources simultaneously. Batch OS executes batches of jobs automatically, one after the other, without user interaction. Real-time OS provides real-time responses, often used in embedded systems. Distributed OS coordinates multiple computers, making them function like a single system. Embedded OS used in specialized devices like routers, smart TVs, and wearables. Popular operating systems: Windows, common on personal computers, featuring a graphical interface. Mac OS, Apple's OS for Mac computers, known for smooth integration with Apple devices. Linux, an open-source OS, widely used in servers and development environments. Android and iOS, operating systems for mobile devices, with Android based on Linux and iOS exclusive to Apple devices. User interface, graphical user interface, GUI, allows users to interact with visual elements like windows, icons, and menus. Command line interface, CLI. Users type commands to interact with the system, offering more control but requiring knowledge of commands. Linux, Unix. Kernel. The kernel is the core component of an operating system. It manages the system's hardware and acts as a bridge between hardware and software. Key responsibilities include process management. The kernel handles process creation, execution, and termination, and schedules processes for CPU execution. Memory management. It ensures efficient allocation of memory and manages virtual memory to extend the system's physical memory. Device management. The kernel communicates with hardware devices using drivers, ensuring proper interaction between hardware and software. System calls. The kernel provides an interface for applications to request services, such as reading from a file or communicating with hardware. There are two types of kernels. Monolithic kernel includes all system services in one large kernel, e.g. Linux. Microkernel, minimal kernel with services running in user space for modularity and stability, example Minix. File systems. The OS manages file storage on disks by organizing data into files and directories. Different OS use different file systems, such as NTFS, Windows, HFS Plus, macOS, ext4, Linux. File systems control file creation, deletion, access, and permissions. FAT, File Allocation Table. Developed by Microsoft in 1977, FAT was the first widely used system, compatible with Windows, macOS, and Linux. Still used for USBs but limited to 4 GB per file, HFS Plus. Hierarchical File System Plus. Apple designed HFS Plus for macOS in 1998, adding support for large files and journaling. Now mostly replaced by APFS in newer macOS versions. NTFS, New Technology File System. Created by Microsoft for Windows NT in 1993, NTFS supports larger files, encryption, and advanced permissions. It's the main file system for modern Windows. ext4, fourth extended file system. Linux's ext4 is the latest here. ext4 supports large files, journaling, and reliability improvements over ext3. It's the preferred Linux file system today. Thanks for watching.